Hi, I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV number 277. This episode is sponsored by HP and the Nokia 5300 music phone. DearCallie.com. Last week, Apple released what may be the most significant upgrade for iPhone users since the iPhone launched. If you're on a Mac, you can now create custom ringtones in GarageBand. Jonathan was curious exactly how to do this. There are 3 requirements. 1, you'll need to upgrade to GarageBand 4.1.1. 2, you'll want iTunes 7.5 or later. And 3, your iPhone will need version 1.1.2 or later. Once you're up to date, here's what you do to create the ringtone. Record your ringtone. You can do this by recording straight into GarageBand or recording it on something like the Marantz and importing it into GarageBand. Once you have it recorded, keep it to 40 seconds or less, click on Share, then send ringtone to iTunes. Next time you sync your iPhone, the new ringtone will be available. Make sure you activate it on the phone by going to Settings, Sounds, Ringtone. If you want it to be specific to a particular caller, go into Phone, the contact's ringtone you want to change, then Edit, change the ringtone.
Hey, Neil, it's Callie. Hey, Neil, pick up the phone. Neil, I'm here. Pick up the phone. I'm calling you.
I tend to get this question a lot. Steve says he's seen my lists of equipment and podcasting tips, but wonders what video formats and sizes we use for Geek Brief. He'd like to know the details of each format and how we produce them. A lot of the people who ask this question are using the same software we use for the show, but not getting great results. Let me lay out what we do for Geek Brief TV. We release our show in 5 different formats: extra large, medium, small, audio, and WMV. Everything but audio and WMV is an MP4 file. We drag our edited file into Visual Hub and use custom settings on everything. For extra large, we use the Apple TV setting, click H.264 and choose Go Nuts. The resolution is 960 by 540. For medium, we use the iPhone setting, keep it on H.264 and move the slider down to high. The resolution is 720 by 400. For small, we use the nano setting, still H.264, and move the slider down to standard. The resolution is 320 by 176. For WMV, we import the HD version, use the WMV setting, and move the slider back up to Go Nuts. The resolution is 640 by 360. It's formatted for the Xbox since that's how the majority of our WMV viewers watch. If your audience prefers to watch on a mobile phone or Zune, you might need to choose a different res. For the audio format, we actually use Sorensen Squeeze since we already have it for our TiVo format. We used to use the MP3 converter, but when we upgraded to Leopard, it broke. If you don't have Squeeze, you could export the file to a WAV format from QuickTime, import it into iTunes, and convert to MP3. The format choices you make for your show need to depend on your audience and how they watch. My suggestion is to start with 3 formats: a small MP4, a large MP4, and WMV. Listen to your audience and find out what they need. Also, make sure you don't overextend yourself. There are so many possible formats and so many devices that use different formats, you're not going to be able to provide every single possible file for each viewer. You can estimate about 30 minutes per format for post-production, depending on processing power, so keep that in mind when you're deciding. Walter says he heard you could read Wikipedia on the Kindle and wants to know if that's true. He also asks, is it only the English version? Is it really free? On the Kindle keyboard, there's a search button. Click that, enter the word or phrase you're looking for, and you'll get the option to search Wikipedia, the dictionary, or the web. So far, Kindle's WhisperNet only works in the US, and so Kindle natively searches the English version of the dictionary in Wikipedia. If you want to access the other 250 languages on Wikipedia, you can use the web browser. Web access is free, although I think you're paying a little bit for it in the Kindle's $400 price tag. It seems like Amazon's ability to spread Kindles far and wide will depend on their ability to make deals with EVDO providers in other countries. Let's hope it happens soon because I know Will Harris wants one. Since this is a Dear Callie episode and it's sponsored by HP, I want to answer a question about the MediaSmart server. When I introduced the contest, someone asked if I was right about the MediaSmart handling 9 terabytes. The website says only 6. We had HP fact checkers on the set who called to verify. The box itself holds 6 terabytes, but you can get up to 9 with external USB storage. Enter to win a MediaSmart server of your own by emailing hp@geekbrief.com and telling them why you want a MediaSmart server. I'm Callie Lewis. Enjoy your technology. Falafel? I didn't know if you wanted to cut or go, so I just went. Sorry. Butt itches. Sorry.